Well, this is going to be an interesting one as well because this is going to be proving grounds for Geekfam ID, or will the Titans from Philippines Team Liquid PH dominate it once more? Because we are jumping straight in the game right here, right now. Kautizi started things off with his Alpha. He actually started with the orange buff, whereas Vincent on the purple buff.
Let's take a look. Oh, what?
Oh, okay, what? Beloyski, first blast for Sanji. Okay.
I mean, technically, this is in true Beloy fashion, right? It's not a Beloyski game until he gets 8 to 9 deaths, so we're on track right now.
Hey, sometimes in life, you know, like you gotta think ahead of the pack, right? Like back then, feeding Diggy was something that no one expected, but maybe just, you know, feed Sanji enough gold that when the bounty system comes in, you just need either Kadera or Vincent to get a kill. Job's done, you know? But at the same time, he's actually diving towards tier 1 with the flicker to try and make an attempt on Sanji once more.
A lot of dominance here in the mid lane, and he does need to help Aboy a little bit, right? Sure, Aboy does have decent wave clear on the Aurora, but the range issue is still going to be a problem, so that's what we're seeing right now. And of course, if we take a look at the spells real quick, we have 3 Purifies from the side of Geekfam. So Team Liquid PH, they need to be aware of it. It's not going to be as easy for JP to look in for those kills, especially those opportunities to try and facilitate his team in the later portions of the game.
You know, I was worried for a second they're not going to go for Purifies because of JP's presence with this Tigreal, right? Like we saw a couple of games yesterday where, you know, they had the Tigreal, but nobody got Purify, and because of that, they just got completely demolished by a Tigreal play. But for now, Kadera is doing pretty well against banning QT in the gold lane, so this is well all according to what Geekfam planned, whereas TLPH, they need Kautizi to kind of step up this game, and so far he's level 5 already, making quick work on Turtle.
He's a level ahead right now. JP gonna help him out, but is this gonna be a contested Turtle?
Well, might be as well because he gets the Turtle, immediately goes in for the fight as well. Sanford taking a lot of damage coming into this play here. Meanwhile, here comes the implosion coming in, catching the back lines, and everyone from Geekfam just completely shut down alongside with Sanji, Beloyski, Vincent, Gobs out of the equation immediately by TLPH.
That was absolutely not worth it for Geekfam. I definitely don't think that that was according to their plan whatsoever. They lose the neutral objective, and they also lose 3 kills. And that has actually elevated Team Liquid PH gold lead to 2K in the first 2 minutes. Technically, Geekfam, they were working on 2 winning lanes, right? They had the Phoveus in the XP lane, and they had the Moskov against the Harith in the gold lane as well. But so far, Geekfam's not been able to utilize these lanes to pressure everything else on the map.
Well, looks like they are going to be opting for plan B this time. They lost the earlier fight. They are going to try and secure Kadera's farm down bottom here to try and make sure that he has a decent amount of lane. But TLPH right now, they're also trying to secure banning QT. But by doing so, it means the other lanes are going to have a little bit more space here for TLPH.
Yeah, for sure. We're actually seeing that right now, right? It looks like JP's trying to look for a moment as well, but Kadera is going to be able to push him back. And so now, both of these teams are thinking, right? They're thinking of how they're going to look for that next neutral objective under 40 seconds. How do you think this is going to go in the next few minutes?
Ooh, it is going to be, you know, TLPH still dominating with level advantage here. But Beloyski, he tried to make an attempt here. He actually missed the combo. Sanji still holding on to the Dominator's Descent. You know, trying to bait reactions coming from Geekfam. But again, Flicker, Battle Spell, already out of the equation.
And it felt like Beloyski was trying to also trigger Sanji's Purify right before that Turtle. But he didn't. He understands the limits. But wait a minute.
However, Sanford makes a play on his own. Iron Prophet comes in to try and catch one. Beloyski is able to get out to safety, but they pop the Dominance as a stand for TLPH. They are skirmishing really well. TLPH now think maybe they want to go for the purple buff, but decides that it's just too risky. They back off instead.
And remember, right, a lot of these objectives, wait a second.
Oh, no, he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. Okay, that caught me a little off guard there. But, you know, Team Liquid, they wasted so many resources earlier on that I think they're waiting to buy some time, but here we go.
Oh, what a pull coming from Beloyski to drag Kautizi out, securing his Turtle for Geekfam, and now they are going to collapse all over to the TLPH. Sanford first of all, but Kautizi is going to try and get a kill onto his Gobs, but Gobs seems like he is going to be A-OK, saved by Vincent, our boy as well, to try and stall this out, and they get away with the steal.
They get that neutral objective, but they had to lose Sanford earlier on. I still think that that's an okay trade in favor of TLPH. We have Benny QT now finally picking up that Starlium, so it will propel him a little bit further, but of course he does need more time to get to that power spike. Meanwhile, we do see that Sanji is #1 in the leaderboard. So here's, okay, it flipped. But the point that I was going to make is, sure, it's boring, but look at the impact that it has in the game. And now he's actually been able to just zone out Gobs here in that winning lane to take a little bit of a loss in that trade.
Yeah, and I like how, they have finally shifted up their focus on how they want to play this tempo, right? Like TLPH, even though they are leading right now, they're starting to realize that Geekfam does have the tools to kind of punish their over-aggression. So it all comes down to Kaltisi. But look at this, Explosion coming in from JP, but at the same time, the Frigid Frost comes in to stop them in track. TLPH, they need to get the heck out of there. Kadira finds a kill, they lose Maloyski, but the rest of TLPH both fall and crumble. Dominus' Descent comes in, but can he trade even more? Sanji was able to find one, and he's gonna sit still in the turret, the immovable turret, to help Benny QT secure his lane. A 2-for-2 exchange.
I was gonna say that was greedy, but then Benny QT just turned that entire thing around, right? I mean, getting a kill onto him is not that bad of a trade. 1-0-1 so far, but wait a second, Sanford.
No, Sanford with the I'm Offended catches one as well. They proc the passive on our boy. He needs to get out, and he's gonna get bursted down by Sanford. As TLPH says it's not Geekfam's game this time.
It's going to be difficult now for Geekfam. They are 2k gold behind at the moment, and even if they want to go for a neutral objective contest, Carl TZ is 2 levels ahead of Vincent on the Julian. So it's going to be tricky. They need to figure out a way to try and punish TLPH in a certain scenario.
Okay.
Sanji gets caught low, still going to be able to get out, but this is right before the neutral objective. JP goes in once again.
Oh no, JP is going to be able to find Gobs as well. They got the Purified Feature Force to kind of stop him in his track as well. But TLPH, they're looking to play this very, very safely here. Sanji is able to help trade off one player, and that's going to be Gobs that goes down the equation. Beloyski, well, almost getting caught by Sanford with a flicker. I'm offended, but the job has been done. They secure the turtle, they find a kill, and TLPH continues with their lead. However, I think they want to go for more. Kadira, oh wait, he actually used a spear out mid and actually got away. Kadira,
yeah.
What an escape.
He does get out, and that's great, right? He doesn't want to give any more of his, tools to TLPH up until this point. They're going to be able to pick up that turret in the bottom side as well. So TLPH is really reaping the rewards. Sanford again.
Oh my goodness, another catch coming in from Sanford once more. Kaltizi will be the ones to secure the kill. And Geekfam now, they have to run because Kaltizi right in the back lines. Tier 1 is what they want for TLPH, and Geekfam is nowhere ready to defend against this.
Absolutely. But it does look like Chidera is going to have a trade there in the bottom side of the map. Going to pick up a turret, hopefully, for Geekfam.
Does he get it?
Oh my god, he doesn't even get it. All right, so...
Oh no, the turret here.
Wait.
No. Oh, it's not enough. It still stands. It still stands. TLPH still holds on to all their tier 1s.
Yeah, that's absolutely unfortunate because Geekfam, they need to look for those trades, right? They need to look for a way to find an advantage without going full force on TLPH because they are behind 5k gold, ladies and gentlemen. Chidera is only on 2 items. So they're not anywhere near ready to dish out the damage that they're supposed to. Even a boy on the Aurora forced with the Blood Wings for his first item, unable to go for a little bit more damage or even a little bit more utility in his itemization. But we do see a trade perhaps going on top side.
No.
Wait a minute, JP.
Conceal plays from JP, gonna be dragging one out, immediately shut down as well. Beloyski with the counterplay with final stage, and the Frigid Frost connects on 3, but they need to run here, TLPH. Koi Kadera coming salvage the fight as well. They're slowly mowing them all down, but it is not enough because Banu QT was setting it up for a Salmon Force counterplay, and just like that, they lose 3 members. And Geekfam, they thought they had the advantage, but TLPH was just baiting them into this fight.
And that was beautiful timed, right? Beautiful timed before the Lord is up and ready to go. And TLPH, they got their eye out of the prize. They're working the macro, they're working the distance, and they are getting the benefit from it. And it should be an uncontested Lord. I think one of the main things that I really wanted to point out earlier on is Geekfam with Beloyski, it's a double-edged sword. 4-1, you can say that, sure. He has the big brains. He comes up with the macro plays. Every time Geekfam are behind or in a scenario that is unfavorable, usually Beloyski is the one to make the play happen for his team and look for a comeback. But TLPH know this, so if you notice, they have been wasting resources. I wouldn't actually call it wasting at this point, right? They're utilizing their resources to get Beloyski off the grid, and when they do, it looks like Geekfam are scattered. They don't know what to do, they don't go for the contest, and they don't commit.
Yeah, and that's the thing about TLPH, right? Like, JP is making all these aggressive moves, which technically may have cost them the fights, but because of how the rest of the members coming from TLPH, they understand that they have this level advantage. Like, especially Kautizi, especially Sanford as well. They understand that they have a faster power spike, a stronger power spike compared to Geekfam, and they'll be like, you know what, we can get away with murder just like that. Even though it's a very risky move, but they're not afraid to just jump the gun, take the risk.
Absolutely. Benny QT now has Holy Crystal, Terrence.
My God.
Right?
That is huge.
He's on Starlim's Scythe, and he has the Feather of Heaven as well as a Holy Crystal. So he is at his power spike. We'll see how this pans out, as it looks like TLPH are going for that push.
Well, it's not enough to break tier 3s down bottom, but at the same time, they do get it. I'm offended catch out of Beloyski once more. What a catch from Sanford. And TLPH, they will get another one as well. Dominance Descent has been used to zone off the rest of the members of Geekfam. They take all the outer turrets away from Geekfam, but can they continue for more? Because there is going to be another assault up top, but it seems like they are going to be baiting off the first disperse coming down towards the tier 3 protections.
Yeah, they're doing work right now, but it looks like Conceal Play is going to be utilized here. They're looking for that opening, but look at Sanford!
Oh my God, again, I'm Offender comes in, they drop in the Phobias out here to try and get a little bit more value. He's jumping and doing a lot of damage, but no follow-up from Geekfam. TLPH, they get a free kill once more.
He's 2 behind at this point, right? I mean, if we get a chance to look at the items that we can see, actually, sorry guys, by the way, we are actually going to see a lot of defensive items already being built from the side of TLPH, right? At this point, Geekfam, they're too far behind, but wait a second.
Oh my goodness, Sanford once more with the I'm Offender Haze. They catch Beloyski, Breaching Frost, connects on 3. That's a lot of damage, but he needed Kadera to do work, but he's almost going to be dropping as well. He's down towards 1 HP. JP with the implosion stops him from finishing his teammates, and TLPH, they will continue the assault. They take the gold later, they take the Robert, they take it all, they even take the tier 3s with them. And now TLPH, they have to respect this and back out.
That was so close, and that was so unfortunate, right? Because technically Chidera has his Holy Trinity, right? He has the Golden Staff, he has the DHS, and he also has the Corrosion Scythe. So you could see that the damage was definitely ramping up for Chidera, but unfortunately he can't carry all 4 members on his back in that particular team fight. But he was able to buy some time for his team to look for a reset. And now 12 minutes in, wow, can you imagine it's only been 12 minutes? I thought it was much, much longer. But
right? It's just so much actions after action.
But they bought time, right? They bought time to delay the inevitable. Team Liquid now have to go in for that proper setup.
Oh no, Kaldizi level 15 here. He does have the Retribution level advantage here. The spear comes in from Kadera, but does he go for it as well? Because right now, Sanji is completely bullying Gobs out of the lane. And guess what? He's out of the equation. Beloyski might be the next one as well, but seems like Geekfam, they know they can't do much. They have to respect this right now.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, all their purifiers are already off the grid as well. It's not something that they can utilize. And the one thing that I really noticed in these team fights is the way that Team Liquid have been playing, right? They understand that 3 members from the side of Geekfam have picked up that purify, but they've layered their CC so well. Sanford usually goes in with the I'm Offended, baits out that purify, and then JP goes in, or vice versa. And here we go, another play.
Oh my goodness, implosion, Frino slash by Beloyski might have cost them as well. The Frigid Frost connects on 4, but they need the follow-up. The rest of the members are just not ready. Sanford is just completely distracting Kadera. That's why they could not finish the fight at all. And Team LPH, they get away with another kill, but here he comes, Sanji. He was able to find Kadera under the tier 3s with this Dominant Descent. It's so frustrating, and you can see our boy, there's only so much he can do. Crystal's exposed. He will also fall to the passive, and just like that, TLPH gets a very, very clean sweep in game 1.